This may be controversial, but I will not be buying the Row Margaux bag, and here is why maybe you shouldn't either. If you're new here, my name is Natalie. My channel is all about luxury, vintage, fashion, and styling, mostly handbags and fashion trends. So if you're interested in any of that, please consider hitting the subscribe button below. And yeah, I just want to have a chat today about buying into trends and the things that I kind of go through for my checklist to make sure that this is going to be a good purchase for me. Let me start off by saying I am not trying to pick on the Row Margaux bag. If you guys have the Row Margaux bag and you love it, that's amazing. I am not here to say that it's not a good bag or it's not a good purchase. It may be a great purchase for you and your lifestyle, but I'm going to just tell you kind of the reasons why it's not a great purchase for me and my lifestyle, and maybe this will resonate with you because I think that right now in current fashion, we see stuff online and it gains momentum, and just like the Row Margaux bag has become just this uber popular, like the new Birkin bag that they're claiming, and people have just gone crazy for it and buying it. And it's a $5,000 bag. Like, it is not a inexpensive handbag to just buy and try out with the trend. And I know that they're saying this is a minimal style, like a luxury bag that's going to be timeless, and it may be timeless, but right now it is a trend. Quiet luxury is still a trend, and the Row is a trend right now. Like, buying the Row, wearing the Row, it's like a viral trend that we're seeing online. And I think sometimes it clouds people's judgment and purchases because they think, oh, these are, timeless pieces. These are like old money styles, and that it's going to be something that's going to be in my wardrobe forever and ever. And maybe it will be, and they are great quality. I have some of the Row items that I absolutely love and have been great purchases for me, but there are some that are definitely not going to be great for me and my lifestyle, and I have to be able to recognize that. And you could love the style of something but not actually think it's going to work for you and your lifestyle. So all of that to say, let me tell you the reasons why the Margaux bag would not be a good purchase for me. So for my lifestyle, I am a mom of a toddler. Now my toddler is home with me full time right now, and I'm also a full-time content creator. So I have a very busy lifestyle and I'm on the go all the time. I'm doing a lot of toddler classes and things with him. So my lifestyle is very casual for the most part. And I also need to be hands-free the majority of the time, like carrying a toddler and keeping them out of harm's way all the time. I just need stuff that's hands-free, that holds a lot of items for the most part, and that is just functional for my lifestyle. Now, a bag that I absolutely love from the Row and that is great for my lifestyle is the Row Park Tote. Now, I have talked about this bag numerous times. I have a few review videos of it too. I will link it down in the description box below for you guys to check out. But I love that bag. I am a huge fan. I feel like everyone who knows me on Instagram knows that I am the Park Tote fangirl. I'm your hype girl. If you want me to tell you to go buy that bag, I am the girl that's gonna be yes, that's a great purchase, do it. And I still stand by that. I love that bag. I use it almost every day. That's my mom bag. So that bag is amazing. But the Margaux bag, now for me, obviously there's different sizes, and the smaller sizes do have a shoulder strap, but the larger sizes do not. And I know I see people kind of throw it over their shoulder and hold it like this, but let's be honest, that's not comfortable. That's not functional. Holding a big bag in your hand all day, it's a heavy bag, by the way. I feel like no one mentions that that's a heavy bag. That's a lot of leather, and it's gonna be heavy. You're gonna be holding it like this all day, or the whole under the arm thing. It looks great in photos, but that is not functional for walking around, carrying things all day, especially if you actually have it stuffed with items or traveling. That's not a travel bag. I'm sorry, it's not a travel bag. So for me and my lifestyle, again, maybe it is for someone else. Maybe they have it where they can just put it on stuff all the time, or someone else is carrying their bag, or it might be the lifestyle for some other people. It is not my lifestyle, and I need to be able to have a functional bag. I used to have an old Louis Vuitton bag that was a similar kind of style, like that big soft locket style. It did have a shoulder strap, so that did make it more functional, but that bag got heavy, and it was heavy to carry around all the time. And thinking back on that bag now, if I was trying to wear it while doing things with my son, that would be bothersome. Like it wouldn't be a super functional bag for me. And the same thing goes for a Birkin bag. I've never really been one to want a Birkin bag. I have my Kelly bag, which I love my Kelly bag. Do I wear it a lot right now? No, but it is a forever bag for me, and it does have the strap that is more functional for me than a Birkin bag would be. So I can be hands-free if I need to be, and I can also carry it top handle and it still looks chic. So this is a bag I could more so justify than a Birkin style top handle bag. So I urge you just to kind of look at your wardrobe. What are the bags that you reach for the most? What are the most functional in your wardrobe? Because I'm getting a question all the time about certain bags. Do I like them or not? Would I recommend them? And the Margo is a style that I really get asked about a lot. So this is what I usually tell people to go through their checklist to kind of figure out, like, is this a bag that you feel like you could be functional? Do you not need to be hands-free most of the time? Like, do you want to be carrying a heavier bag around? Like, is that not bothersome? You have to kind of consider all these things. And maybe you want to go for the smaller size that has the shoulder strap option, although I feel like that kind of loses the Margo kind of style to do that. So for me, I just don't necessarily see the like purpose or function of like the really smaller ones, but maybe that's something that you want. So obviously, like I said, I love the Row. I love certain things from the Row, but I think that just because something is the Row doesn't mean that it automatically is like the best purchase ever for you and it's gonna be perfect in your wardrobe. You're gonna wear it all the time, like get your money's worth, like people say their cost per wear, you know? I just think it's important to really think about this purchase. It's not something you should impulse buy. Like it's a $5,000 bag, and you know, maybe for some people that is an impulse purchase, but I think it is something you should think about for a while if that's gonna be something you're gonna want to be using. Now, of course, I have bags that aren't like my everyday bags, but they serve a different purpose. So I have bags, like this is from the Row also. This is the Half Moon bag, and this is a great bag for me for like evening time. So of course I do have some evenings where I'm not with my son, but my entire bag collection isn't all evening bags. Like I have some that I can wear for the day and I have some that I can wear for the evening. Now the Margo is not an evening bag, it is a day bag. And so for me during the day, you know, I need to be hands-free. I need to have something that's like easy and lightweight and like functional, which the Margo isn't for me. But this for an evening bag, I think is a great one. I like that it's minimal and it just kind of goes with everything. So I think that this bag is a better purchase for someone like me and my lifestyle, just like the Row Park Tote is for daytime use. Now let me share another example. I just bought these Hippie jeans. I know you can't really see right now. I will show cutaways of them, but they are the most expensive jeans that I've ever purchased. So this was a big purchase for me. They were around like $500, which, you know, obviously there are some jeans that cost more than this, but it's a big purchase. And I really thought for a while before I purchased them. And some of the things I go through in my checklist of, is this a smart purchase for me and my lifestyle, is first of all, it's a shape of jean that, yes, I have a couple other pairs of like that wide leg relaxed styles. And those are the ones that I reach for the most, more than the other styles in my wardrobe. They are comfortable, they're easy to wear. I can like throw them on day to day with something simple, and I can go out with my son and be fully functional and feel myself and still feel like I have my personal style, because baggy jeans for me is like part of my personal style. Something else I look for too, it's not a $500 pair of jeans that is like completely basic, and maybe for some people they think their luxury purchases should be those like super classic styles that will never go out of style and like I could wear them forever. Like I think a lot of people think like the Danielle jeans from Kate are that. But for me, if I'm gonna be investing a lot of money into something luxury, I do want it to have something interesting that you're not gonna be able to find on a pair of jeans that's $100 or $200. Like I want something that stands out and is unique about that bag or the jeans or whatever it is. I want there to be something unique. Otherwise, like, why am I spending the extra money? And of course, there's a quality difference that you can find, but there's plenty of these brands that are kind of in that mid-range that have great quality and like budget friendly. So for me, on that luxury side, it needs to be something extra special. So for these jeans, I loved the seaming on them. I love the back detail with the like drop position of the pockets. I just think the design of them is really great. Obviously the quality is excellent, it's Tibby, but there's just so many different design elements of it that I felt like really made them special, and I've never seen anything like them style-wise. So for me, I just felt like it was something I could wear at least once a week, you know, if not more, and can be worn with a lot of different things in my wardrobe, and is really speaking to my personal style on a day-to-day basis. So for me right now, you know, I have a casual lifestyle, and so I'm really looking for my luxury purchases to kind of fill those daily voids. Same with shoe wear, like I need mostly flats. I'm not really buying heels that much right now, especially like luxury heels, because there's something I pull out maybe, you know, a couple times a year, if that. And so I have a couple nice pairs of heels, and so I don't necessarily feel like I need to be constantly buying that. And I also don't want to buy things for like occasion wear, like when I'm going to a wedding. I mean, I'm gonna wear that once, you know, I don't want to invest in something expensive for like a one-time occasion. So those are just kind of the couple of thoughts that have been going through my mind when I am making purchases. Now, a huge caveat to that, and I feel like I just need to mention, is obviously my vintage collection is not always the most practical, but that is like kind of like something that's like a small portion of my wardrobe and things that I collect. And these are things that I will have, you know, forever, because I just love collecting handbags and I love the history behind them. And I do actually get use out of them, but it's not always day to day. And that's okay for this point in my life right now, that those are not necessarily going to be my day to days, but at some point in my life, you know, I will be able to style them. So the caveat is my vintage. I know that that's not the most practical pieces that I purchase, but I'm also like conscious of, you know, the price and making sure I'm finding good deals on them, and they are collector pieces for me. So besides that, the like kind of like the new luxury purchases is what I'm referring to when I'm talking about this. So I hope this made sense. If you guys have questions, let me know down in the comments below. And I also think I want to make this a series either on here or on my Instagram, maybe both. I'll kind of do some different things. But I kind of want to talk about how I'm elevating my everyday outfits, because, you know, we see these like glam, amazing outfits on Instagram all the time, and I'm guilty of this too. Like I love dressing up, I love styling, and it's part of my job to kind of have like inspo photos and street style, and I love doing those. You know, am wearing those, but the majority of my life I am dressed pretty casually, and I do show my day-to-day looks in my stories most of the time on Instagram. So if you're not following me over there, you definitely should. We'll put the link down below. But I kind of want to talk more of like a series of styling and what are the pieces that are important for my everyday style, that are functional for me at this point in my life. If you have a life similar to mine, like you have young children, you're busy on the go, but you need stuff that's casual and you're not going to feel necessarily like out of place all the time, but still showing your personal style. And I'm putting it out there, so now I have to, right? But let me know if you're interested in seeing more of that. Let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys found this helpful. Any of the links to like what I am wearing or I've talked about, I will put down in the description box. Again, if you like the Row Margaux, you go for it. I am not trying to hate on anybody's other like personal style or choices that they make shopping wise. You know, I'm just trying to give you kind of my perspective on it, and hopefully a little bit of a different perspective than you're hearing from other places. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care. Bye.